Previously on American Truck Simulator. I'm going through, people. I'm going through. Toll Plaza. Well, I think we might be alright, actually. We're being told to go past here. Whatever's happened on the road, we're going to go past, underneath here, just under this way. 20-mile-an-hour speed limit. We all have to take a ticket, so that's okay. Something's occurred on the road ahead, look. There's a truck destroyed. Yeah, been on fire, I think. Hello and welcome back to American Truck Simulator. We have one more place to do and then we've actually finished Kansas. I'm not sure where's next, actually. I'm not sure what's coming up as the next location, but we have one more place to do, which is Kansas. I am tempted to go over to Colorado because it kind of makes sense, as we've already done New Mexico here. So I think we might just go over to Colorado and sort of loiter around here, maybe work our way up to wherever this is. Where's that? Somebody tell me what this is. Where's this above us? What's above Colorado? So this is Colorado. What's this above Colorado? I think that's the way we need to go next. I have a feeling that we need to kind of keep going with it, because we've done a few there, so it kind of makes sense to move across. Once we've done Phillipsburg, we need to move that kind of direction. I think I was listening to or Hatman's comments. I was reading those the other day, and he says that Kansas City, I think, is this Missouri here? So this is where the big Kansas City is. This is the Kansas City in Kansas City. It kind of overlaps, which is really weird. You'd have thought it'd just be one city and they'd kind of make the boundary work. Did they think Kansas City on Kansas side was going to be bigger than Kansas City on Missouri side? I don't know how that works realistically. That's the I don't know. I don't know how the system works. Is it the border just stuck as a border? Because if you expand over the board, I don't know. Anyway, so Colorado next, which I think's here. So yes, Denver, Colorado Springs. That probably means, when you say that, I thought Kansas was Kansas City. I was thinking of Kansas City was in Kansas City. That must be Utah though, because that's Salt Lake City. So I think it's going to be Colorado next. To be honest, that's where we're going to go to. We didn't quite finish off doing. Where was this? Where was that? Oh, where the blooming Grand Canyon is. Phoenix, Arizona. We didn't quite finish doing Arizona, but we can definitely do. I think we can do Colorado, and I think we should move upwards and then work our way downwards depending on how things go. I haven't even been up here. Look, there's Bellington at the far side there. Bellington, right at the top there, by Seattle. Is it Seattle I'm thinking of? It's another different Seattle. I never know with these things. Lots of cities the same. I mean, to be fair, there's lots of cities in the UK that are similar. But yes, that's where we're going to next anyway. So it looks pretty simple because Denver just looks like it's not Denver. Sorry, Colorado doesn't look like this massive amount of Colorado. Or am I reading this map wrong? Yes, it's just that block there. It's a block system, yes. Right, so it's not that bad. It's weird how some of these have got little boundaries that go everywhere. That's kind of weird. That's the point where you can be in 3 states at once, I guess, at that edge there. Interesting. Same there. You do it there as well. 3 states at once. 1 state, because there's 3 different states. Yeah, this one's got 2 points where you can be at 3 different states. What a lucky state that is. Anyway, right, okay, let's see if we can find a job that takes us to Phillipsburg. That's the plan anyway. So let's see, from Topeka. Oh, yeah, Pittsburgh. No, not Pittsburgh. Phillipsburg. Pittsburgh is there. Phillipsburg. Come on, somebody's got to give me a Phillipsburg here. Hayes. Dodge. That's a long way over. Tulsa. Not Tulsa. No, it is Tulsa, isn't it? Tulsa. Colby. There must be one here to Phillipsburg. Come on! I mean, we could do that one and do it on the way through. That's quite a decent bit of cash, actually, that one. Just how long is the journey? 5 hours. We could make this a bit longer by doing a little a little Phillipsburg stop off. I think we could probably do that. I could probably get away with that. Yeah, we could probably do that. There's one to Colorado. Maybe we do a long one to Colorado. That's 13,000. When's it got to be in by? Thursday. What day is it now? Wednesday. 8 hours long. Oh, it's doable in one single trip, though. That's the problem. What was I looking at? I think I'm going to have to go with that one, because it's a standard one. It's packaged food, so it's a decent one. It's a standard one, so I won't get fined for being too late. They expect it between, there's a good long gap there. It's 5 hours and a bit, but by the time I've put that on, it's going to be a few more hours. Its offer expires shortly, so let's do that one. That looks like a good choice. So packaged food feels like a lot of weight. That £42,000. Yes, £42,000. That's a lot actually. It's a lot of weight, that one. Anyway, I've got coffee. I hope you've got a beverage too. It's been a while since I've... last week was a quick one. I do apologise for how quick that was last week. Just ran out of time. This week I am off, so I'm enjoying my bit of a break. So from the rigours of work. Well, actually, I enjoy my work, so it's not exactly a relaxation in that sense. But I've got my son away, which has been quite a break for me and my wife. So Mrs. Demond. I should have got her on the truck driving this week, shouldn't I? Should have got her on the truck driving. That's me. That's right. We didn't sleep, so because it was a very short one. That's right. So okay, so it's 45 minutes away. I forgot about this. That's all right. We've still got plenty of time. Okay, let's go for it. So down the bottom right hand corner we have our GPS. Yeah, I forgot we just ditched it here. Let's get round. Oh, look at that. Go right the way around. Anyway, down the bottom right corner we have our GPS. It says our speed, which is 15, 16, 17 miles per hour. We've got gear, automatic 7, A7. Then we've got the truck itself, the damage to the truck. I don't think I've actually taken any damage recently. Then we have... Oh, long and wide. Keep forgetting how wide and the turning circle on these things is. We have the fuel is the next one. A lovely car. Very lovely car. We've got the fuel. Then we've got... Did I do any damage there, or is it just going over that bump that did something? Anyway, then we've got the fuel, which is 3/4 of a tank, I would say. Then we've got the bed, which is slowly going blue. There's a little bit blue in the bottom there because we did a short mission last week. Very short, to be honest. Very, very short, actually. Probably a bit too short, if I'm honest. No cars coming. Cool. That's fine. Which is slowly going blue. It'll finally go red, and then I'll cry a lot. But hopefully by that time we'll have got out to our destination and on our way to our job. So followed by the envelope, which is really underused. If you want to see it used, look at the first sort of 5 or 10 episodes of what the hell? I don't know what he's stopping for there. There's some very dodgy manoeuvres that go underneath him. Anyway, 5 or 10 sort of episodes of American Truck Simulator. You'll get the general gist. We basically are I saw somebody go through a red like this, as I'm about to do, because I'm legally allowed to do this. Saw somebody go through a red on one of these turnings, and they hadn't accounted for the truck behind them, and they went through slowly, and the truck... decimated the car, just stripped the front right off it. I mean, that must have been terrifying, to be honest with you. I also saw a chap in an Amazon van, and it was a Amazon Prime. He was on the old. We crossed the railway tracks and got hit by a train, and it ripped half the van off, and he survived, thankfully. All these people survived, by the way. Nobody was injured, just probably a bit shaken up by the experience of it all. But he survived, and but the half his van was missing. Ridiculous, isn't it? But that's the lack of looking in both occasions. Didn't look, crossed the railway line, got smashed into by a train. Just needs a look. Just a single look would have done it. And same with the person who turned right into the road on a red and then got struck by a truck, which just couldn't stop. I mean, it's just with a bit of speed that was going through, just unable to come to a halt that was safe and able. So. Anyway, I was saying, it's been a week off sort of from at least one of our children. The other one goes to college, so we don't see her much. But me and Mrs. Demon have had a lovely sort of quiet week off together, doing things we like to do, which mainly involves sort of visiting, I guess, the US version of its thrift store, but in our case, it's charity stores, so and see if we can find anything interesting. I mean, I picked up, if you've watched the Euro Truck Simulator, picked up a book from Man from 2000 on man truckology. Can you imagine that? It's called Truckology. But it almost looked like a brochure for am I free to go here? Is this what's? Or is he just waiting for the traffic? He's waiting for the traffic, isn't he? But I am going to push my way through here. He's turning. So see, got the indicators. Can see them. Truckology, Man Truckology. Can you believe that? What a strange name for it, Man Truckology. So yeah, if you want to watch that episode, you feel free to. And you can maybe hear some rubbish from me, some rubbish pearls of wisdom. We're doing okay actually, though. I've never forgot. I've finished. Didn't go through everything on the bottom right corner. We got the time as well, by the way. We're missing out on the time there. It is turning into me. We got the time, which is 2:51 p.m. And then below that, we've got the time we're getting to our destination, which is 3 o'clock in about 5 miles. Not watching what I'm doing though. Too busy looking at the dashboard below. And then below that we've got our the amount of money we've got. So we're going to get at 3 o'clock, 3 miles to our destination. We've got to stop for this. Is it 3 miles to the end of that? You're kidding? Wow, it's a long way, isn't it? Get to the end of here, 3 miles. Anyway, and then we've got our destination, and then we've got and we've got our money, which is $82,000, which sounds like a lot, but it's absolutely nothing on the scale of things. Thankfully, I've got 4 drivers, all of which are working very hard to produce me a wad of cash to go with the wads of cash that I'm doing, but we have a lot of outstanding bank loans, which we're working on. We're working on those bank loans. That's the main thing. We're working on clearing those off and getting down to zero. So yes, we're going to take that one from Topeka to Colby. Colby. I think it's Colby. Where's our truck? There's our trailer there. Perfect. Let's get ourselves adjusted properly. What a beautiful machine this is. Just looking at it, it's really nice, isn't it? I'm glad I changed out the burgers for some cola and stuff. That's quite nice. Anyway, right, okay, back of the truck. If we have a look at the back of it, we have the 5th wheel, which is that thing there. That's just nice and shiny and new, because I've barely done any miles really in this truck. And then beneath the truck, we have the pin, which is basically the place we're trying to push the two things together. And I've got advanced coupling turned on because first off, it is one of the greatest things you can turn on in the game, and second off, it does add a little bit of challenge, which means you have to hit the two things together squarely. You can feel it going in if you've got a control pad that's got a vibration in it. I use an A Play controller. They're not one of the they're a decentish brand. They're not I wouldn't call them world class. But that's a perfect. Somewhere I am getting very good at that. They're a good decentish brand. Let's watch the legs wind up. There it goes. The handle going. Invisible person working it, and then goes on the various electrical bits and pieces. So yeah, they're a decent brand. And look at that, Flavor Fair. There we go, Flavor Fair. Anyway, down the bottom right-hand corner we've got our destination. But no, it's not a bad brand. I like the comfort of them. They're very Xbox 360 stroke Xbox One style in their styling. which is quite a comfortable pad in my opinion. So I don't mind the PlayStation ones. I like the style with the two dual stock shocks at the bottom. This one I just like the spacing. I think guess my fingers like the way it feels. So, yeah, tell you the one thing I have to say about the A-Play controllers is I had in fact this is my second A-Play controller, and the reason I quite liked them is that I had a problem with it, and it was about, I don't know, 2 years since I'd bought it. The first one, that was very close. 2 years since I'd bought it, and I sent them a message saying it's drifting badly, and they said no problem at all. Basically dispose of the other one, and we'll send you a new one. And I went, you what? And they went, yeah, we'll send you a new one. And without any problem at all, literally a week later, there it was. It arrived. I hadn't complained or anything similar. I just said it was drifting, had it for a year, whatever else it was, and they sent me a new one. And I went, wow, this is a company worth supporting. There's no issues with that. You know, the fact that it was drifting as being problematic, they just changed it. Well, you've got to support something like that. So this is the one that I've had, which is the second one from them. But my daughter wanted one, so she got an A-Play as well. And as I say, I would stick with them because of the fact that they're really good for that. Right. Anyway, coffee, quick drink. Turn right. Turn right. I'm going right across. Oh no, it wasn't. Let's get this truck out of here. I'll get rid of that for a second. We'll get some lovely photos of this thing trundling up through the trees. Very clear embankments. Nothing. No vegetation escaped there, is there? Flavour Fair. Ooh, car! Don't get killed. Don't get killed. Could happen. Not going to kill him, I promise. No murder going on in this game. No murder at all. Of course, my drivers are doing extremely well, bringing in the cash. I love the fact that it's got a CD player still. Is that still a thing in the US? We still got CDs. Not just moved on to services like Spotify and things like that. I'm saying that. I like I would. I've still got CDs in my car, to be honest. Digital radio? I know you've got satellite radio, haven't you? What's it called? I want to say Saturn or something like that, but it's not Saturn. It's something else. Some illegal manoeuvres going on here. Yeah, but they have satellite radio in their cars because they can listen to the BBC, can't they? You pay for it. What's it called? There's a service for it. It's going to drive me nuts, that. Got national radio, of course, in the UK. You literally play everywhere in the UK if you're on national radio. Most radio stations are national in the UK. Wow, I feel like I'm haranguing this rather fancy car in front of me, and all I'm doing is just driving along. Oh, exploded tyre. Oh, you know what I've forgotten to do? People, I have forgotten something really important. Do you think I can pull over somewhere along here and make a change? I forgot to choose to go through Phillipsburg after all that. I wonder if... Oh, God. Right, I'm going to pull up over here. Do you know, I've forgotten the button for your horn. What a strange boy I am. I've just forgotten the button for not my horn, my indicators, my double indicators, my hazard lights. I'll just leave it like that for the moment. Anyway, right, okay, look, we need to bring up the map, and we need to make a slight adjustment here before this goes too badly wrong. Let's scroll in here. Let's move it through. Let's Phillipsburg. I think I just need to drive through the centre of it. That'll do. So yeah. Okay, that'll work. That's not too far off the journey. It's making 6 hours long, but it's not too far off the journey. Right? Okay, let's do that. I forgot all about it. What's my hazard lights? Can't remember. Pulling straight over. We're going for it now. There we go. Right, okay, so it's added a bit of time to our journey, but I think we can still do it. I want to press F6 here. I'll get 8 hours until a rest stop. And we have 5 hours, and so I'm okay. I've got plenty of time. We have plenty of time. Don't hit me. I don't know why I worry so much. I'm a truck. I'm huge. Just ram into me if you want. Go for it. Joy. 22 miles to go. 21 miles to go now. There's a truck. Oh, speed cameras. Lovely. Weigh station coming up. Got to pull in at the weigh station and check my load. Make sure it's nice and it weighs the right amount. Whoa, I think I upset a truck driver there. I think I've got to go in here. No, I can bypass it. I could have bypassed it. I'm going in anyway. There's a green light says I can bypass on the side there, but never mind. Too late. I'm going in anyway. I'm going to be good. Going to be good. I don't think I needed to go in here. Where's the Portaloo? He hasn't even got Portaloo. This one, he must have a loo in his office. This is behind the building. Oh. He quite literally doesn't care. He's like, get out of here, you no good vermin. Farm it? I don't know. I feel like I'm in a western now. I'm John Wayne. Right, anyway, come on. Oh, sugar. Thank you, truck driver. Yeah, apparently I could bypass that one. I didn't realise that. Anyway, 305 miles. 5 hours of game time. Well, this is perfect, though. This is perfect. We're gonna ride into the night. Be a night rider. Possibly. Oh, there's a police cruiser gone past. I love the word cruiser. It's a good word, isn't it? Nice pickup there. Like the colours on that, actually. Need some more extreme colours on my truck, I think. I need to get some more extreme colours in it. I'm really kind of getting into customization. I made a change to my... whoa! I nearly ran into the car. I made a change to my keyboard and mouse for my gaming PC recently. I hadn't even realised that they'd got smaller. I think I mentioned this a couple of weeks ago, but they can get smaller. You can get smaller keyboards now. So I've got a 75% one. I think it's 75. Or was it 70? I think it's a 70% keyboard. So it's basically got rid of the few things I haven't been using, like the number pad and I've still got my F keys, but it's a really compact keyboard now. It's really nice, actually. It comes with a matching mouse as well, or it came with a matching mouse. And it's really sort of lovely, soft touch, sort of, but more mechanical feeling keyboard. Getting rid of all the original. Oh, look, one of our guys has done some money. Made some money. He's made a little bit of cash. A little bit of cash. But he's down. It was down in the bottom right corner, by the way, if you want to see who that was. Anyway, yeah. So much nicer. I've got a nice mouse to go with it, and I've now matched up my. So it's a lovely sort of what I'd call a creamy white, with a backlight in white, and a sort of grey colour for the key for the keys and for the other keys as well. So there's grey white keys. and then there's grey, sort of darker grey keys for the rest of it. Somebody on top watching us there as we were past. And then the same for the mouse. Sort of, it's quite light and aerated. I quite like it actually. It's a very responsive keyboard. I quite like that. So and then for my other computer, which I've got my sort of main sort of work and all this kind of stuff, I've gone with this kind of very what I would call retro style. It's got sort of orange spacebar and an orange sort of escape key and an orange enter key with the sort of a beige sort of colour on the keys. And then the other keys sort of to mix it up are sort of a lighter sort of grey kind of colour to go with it, or sort of darker grey, should I say. And then the mouse is exactly the same. It's just it's luscious, to be honest with you. It looks really nice. I quite like it. I'm quite a sucker for orange. I do like orange. I think it's what I don't know why I like orange, but I do quite like orange. I've always wanted an orange car. But it has to be something fancy to be an orange car, though. I would love it to be an orange car. Once upon a time, back in the day, when I was working for another company, one of the directors there said that I was leading a vehicle because all the other vehicles are out, and his obviously being company car. He said, "You can take my car," and I was like, "Sure." And he handed me the keys for his. Are you going to pull out on me? I feel like you are. No, you're going round, thankfully. Right, he handed me the keys for his little BMW M135 before the 140, but it was an orange. He had burnt orange. He'd gone for the burnt orange in it, and it was just, honestly, it was wonderful. It was a lovely, it was a lovely machine to be, and it looked great in the orange. Plus, even everywhere I went, because it was a snowy day, because it was back rear wheel drive, spent everywhere flipping spinning the wheels, didn't I? Even with traction control on, it was never going to do anything other than spin the wheels. So I had fun. Yeah, it wasn't the best of vehicles for a snowy day. But it took me from point A to point B, and that was fine. It's interesting. I always find it interesting. Look at the front of the truck here with the effect of the bonnet there. It's kind of cool. I'm loving the change in I can do 75, I think, if I can get there. I don't think I can get 75 though, which is a bit of a shame. Just gonna lock in that like that for the moment and press the F3 button, because we are driving through the sunset and it is glorious. It is glorious. Look at this. Wow. I can feel the temperature with this as well, though. If you can feel it from the tones that the game uses for. I knew he was going to just pull out on me. But the tones that the game uses for sort of the colouring, it's just lovely. It's glorious. It's sort of setting in the sky. Don't ride on the edge of the road like that. I know you just want to look at the sun, but you have to behave yourself when you're doing that. Look at that. I'm riding off into the sunset. That's what I am, riding off into the sunset, people. State law. I don't know what that said. I misbehaved. I didn't read it. Little stopping area up ahead, look. Wow. Beautiful. Rest area. With good facilities as well. Look at that. Nice and clean. Good facilities. Look at the sun just poking through the clouds. I say I can feel that, and I can still see the way that the light dapples through the signs and things like that. Beautiful. Volumetric lighting at its best. That's the official name for it. Yep, let's nerd this one up. It's getting darker. The sky's going darker. Oh, lovely. Playing. Crop dusting. Oh, look at the side road. I want to go on that. How do I get on there? Obviously not where I'm going to be driving, but look at that. It's like an off-roady thing. Oh my god, that's cool. I'll do some off-roading now. They got the physics so good in this game. They really did. They didn't get anything wrong, did they, this police cruiser? Yeah, did not get anything wrong with this. Like, it's just fantastic. I love it. Oh, what's that dinosaur on there? A raptor thing. And some kind of circular dome thing as well. It's actually a photo op, that one. It's on the side of the GPS just showed us it was a possible photo op. Is this a turning off Phillipsburg? It must be. Yeah, doing a little side detour here. It's our Phillipsburg side detour. As the sun sets in Kansas. Brilliant. I need some more. You know what I need some more? I need more American trucking movies. So I need more movies about trucking in America. That's what I need. A few more. USA. Trucking in America. Roundabouts. Hello, guys. Saving lives with those. I watched a documentary on it once on roundabouts in the US. Apparently, it will save 990,000 lives by having more roundabouts and adopting them over and above the standard or the stock approach of using crossings. It's just because by default, and this is I've been paraphrasing, by the way. I'm sure that if you want to investigate further, but paraphrasing, basically the general gist of it is that you have to slow and yield to what's coming from the effectively left. You have to slow down and yield, and because you have to slow down and yield, it means that you're less likely to be going at full tilt when you're smashing into something. So that's the general gist of it. So yeah, slowing down and yielding is what's required, and that's basically the general gist. That's an oil well just out in the middle of nowhere. I'm loving the way it's getting sort of dark and overcast. It's brilliant. Yeah. And because and to be fair, it doesn't seem there's any less in the way. There's the impacts are less fatal as well because you're slow. Because that's the point, is you're not going to be flying across it. Not to say I haven't seen people absolutely hammering across roundabouts and jumping the middle bit because they've gone over the little island in the centre, like idiots. It does happen. Don't assume it's perfect. You've got to remember there's still drivers involved in all of this. Is that a police car then waiting at the edge of the road? It is. He's just waiting for some poor unsuspecting person. He's one of them super troopers. So yes. I think that's the thing, though. It's that the grid system is brilliant in the US. So it's a great idea for things, but then something like somebody Winnebago down the bottom there, probably cooking meth. But anyway, but I think the grid system works brilliantly. But then, of course, that requires crossings rather than not crossings. But they seem to be adopting that, aren't they? Quite a lot of states are adopting the roundabout. Just because it's life-saving, I guess. Don't anybody can complain about that, realistically. Controversial, though, isn't it? It's always controversial when you change something that you're used to with something that you're not so used to. It feels change. Nobody really likes change, but if you embrace it, it's a different thing. I remember there was a roundabout in my city. It's a big roundabout for my city anyway. It's sort of 3 or 4 lanes wide at some point. It's quite a large and long roundabout. And are we in Phillipsburg already? Do you think 3 or 4? Oh, it's a huge. That sun setting is just phenomenal. That's a huge graveyard, though. Anyway, yeah. So it was sort of we had a flood, a really bad flood. I've discovered everybody in the Sunflower State. How marvelous. But we had a huge flood, a flood that affected many homes and many people. I'm coming out, whether you like it or not. Thank you, everybody, for your patience. Oh, don't smash the car. Yeah, we had a flood that affected everybody, but one of the things it did do was knock out the traffic lights that were on this roundabout. Now they were there really sort of to control the flow of traffic during rush hour, because that's the big thing. Was rush hour was a bit of a nightmare. So if you were coming one direction, you basically had full control of the road for an hour. You know, if you were the other way, you were stuffed. You couldn't get on and out of it. And that's the problem, of course, as well with a little bit with the roundabouts. They can be a bit gridlocked at certain times, especially if the flow is different from different directions. If it's always the one that's coming from your, effectively left or right hand side, you're stuck. So anyway, they basically the lights went out, and for literally for months, while with the city sort of tried to get itself back in working again, we actually used it as a roundabout. And what they discovered is that during off-peak times, the flow around the roundabout was faster, and people could get across the city faster because you could get on and off, and you just measured when you were coming and going. The number of accidents on it reduced significantly. Absolutely true. Reduced significantly. And the other thing was that obviously it saves the council some money. So your local council is being saved some money by the fact the lights aren't on. So when they did fully get them returned to working functionality, because obviously it was an insurance job at that point, working functionality, they made them part-time. They only come on during the rush hour peak, which means it was just slow anyway, and it's basically the knock-on effect was quite good. When during the off-peak hours, the thing returns to a roundabout, and during the peak hours, it is a traffic-controlled set of lights, which is brilliant. I think as I say, there's a balance to all these things, isn't there? There's a serious balance to how you deal with bits and pieces in life. But there we go. Sunflower State done, though. We've done it. Don't have to talk about a load of rubbish, don't I? But then sometimes I try and make some sense. Occasionally. Wouldn't take much I say I'd take everything I say with the word of caution as it was. It's like anything you should watch on YouTube. Always fact check whatever you think might be true and it isn't true. But yeah, I did watch those things, and they certainly were true about my own town, but our own city. But yes, fact-checking is always worth doing. Somebody posted something the other day, and it took me about 3 seconds to go fact-check it. I literally took the title of the thing they posted and searched on the internet and looked for the various relevant news items, and discovered that it was, what do you call, fake news that they were posting. So they were posting bad news. It doesn't take long to fact-check stuff. It's always worth doing. Highly recommend it. Love this truck. They're not like the I know my wife managed to flip it over, but or Mrs. Demon managed to flip it over, but they're not like driving anything else. They're so much heavier. The when you don't feel like you could tip all these things over. You definitely don't. Don't like travelling at night though, unfortunately, because we don't get to see the lovely scenery. But it is needs must in this particular occasion. Needs must. We're going to get to our destination in 1 hour and 30 minutes-ish. And where the bed is almost completely blue, soon to go red. We're running on fumes, be exhausted, but it was worth it. The run was worth it. 39,000 in the bank. New day, and the bank will come to grab their money. We're almost getting to that point where we're starting to make some money now. And once we start making some money, we can start building the business. Do the business of building a business. Probably more garages. It's funny because American Truck Simulator I really sort of started after Euro Truck Simulator, after I realised that you really need drivers if you want to make lots of cash, and that's the answer to it. You want drivers to get cash. There's a stopping place up ahead. Look, little filling station. Little town here. And this is our turn that will take us into Colby. There we go. Making our way in the world today. Keep on singing. I should stop singing. I've had people threaten to unsub after they heard me sing. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. Can't be that bad. There must be worse out there than me. Oh, wait for that car. Oh, it's a police car as well. Probably best waiting for him. Didn't even check that way if there was anything coming. I just went. Oh, that was close. I saw it in the mirror how close I was to that truck. 57 minutes, 46 miles. We'll get a bit of speed here going. 30 miles per hour as we go down this straight. Gonna drink my coffee. Oh, coffee is good. I like a good coffee. Right. It's very dark in the US. Is it really this dark? I think places really this dark. Do we not have like lights and stuff like that on the roads? It's just, I suppose it's in the middle of nowhere, isn't it? Realistically, I can get my speed back up by the way here. I suppose I'm sort of drifting through nowhere now, aren't I? We do have dark parts of the UK as well. Don't worry. It's just we're very comparison. We're much more compressed, aren't we? I've been showing my daughter the joys of 80s, 90s, and early 2000s and sort of early 2000s American movies. I used to love watching those things where it was just such a wide open space and big things. We showed her the Blues Brothers recently, which I think still has the record for the most numbers of car crashes in. Of course, it's in Chicago, Illinois. That they're actually in. And I'm sure that's the biggest car crash still in movie history. It's just an amazing amount of sort of car wrecks all in one. But what I love about it, the beginning of the movie starts with a panning shot of I think it's where he is, which is Juliet, the prison he's at. I don't know if that's a place in its own right, but just panning shots of it. A lot of movies had panning shots back in the day of the whole thing, and they didn't do that whole exposition thing that they do nowadays, which is basically reading you the backstory for the movie so that you don't have to think about it. Why not just go through the process of giving us a backstory as you watch the movie? They don't do it in the Blues Brothers. They you go through it and you learn to meet the characters as you go. There's no expedition that goes involved in that. Are we going round? We're not far away, 15 miles now. It's quite slow that one went round there. Colby, 15 miles. There we go. But yeah, exposition with the whole thing. You know, I could write a modern day movie now. So you ready for it? Let's brace myself. Modern day movie. Let's just start with the. I don't know. If we do the superhero movie, we'd start with a little bit of backstory on the sense that you know, this is kind of I guess this is Pat, the Irish superhero. He's got a lovely family life. Or he could have not have a lovely family life. He's orphaned since he was young, and he's you know. Bitten by a radioactive chipmunk and gets the ability to run very fast on a wheel. And then you spend the rest of the movie watching him running fast on wheels, saving everybody and everybody dying when he gets around it. And that's it. That's every movie nowadays. Literally every movie nowadays. It's a disgrace, to be honest. And to be fair, you watch the next modern movie, listen to the exposition on it. There are very few movies nowadays that don't do that. Well, don't tell you what you're meant to know about the character and the scenario. Honestly, it's crap. It's really crap. It really is. I mean, yeah. Soap opera of life, that one. Soap opera of movies. I'm just watching the thing. Jeez. I'm assuming it's around the back of this place. I've arrived at my destination. They trolleys or carts? I think they're trolleys. That's what we call them here. Oh, this is going to be a fun one. It's literally round the corner. I have got to come round. Watching the trailer here. Ooh, this is a good one. Let's have a look. It's round the corner. I'm creeping round. It is down the slope around the corner. Let's do some. Let's use the space, as always recommended. Oh, this is going to be interesting. See if I can put the wheels between this over that bollard. Are we straight enough behind? No, I don't like it. I want to go forward again. Let's go over that bollardy thing. There we go. We're on the grass. Alright, okay. Over my shoulder. Here we go. Did I just... Hang on, did I just kill the light? Oops! I killed the light. I wondered why it got dark all of a sudden. I have smashed the light down. I didn't do it, wasn't he? That was bad. I was a naughty boy. It's because I'm tired. I'll blame it on how tired I am. That was bad. I was very naughty. I wondered why it had gone dark all of a sudden. Let's get this round here like this. Let's pull this in like that. I'm still going round a bit. And push this round. Oh, come on. Yes. Perfect. I said yes there, by the way, before I'd even finished dropping it. That worked. Apart from breaking that lamp, that was good. I was impressed by myself there. It was a good bit of driving there, and we managed to deal with that final bit there. We made 12,000. That was a good run. That was a really good run. It was a good experience as well. Look, we're almost there to level 19, which is fantastic news. Right. Okay, let's have a little look at the bank balance before we move on quickly. So we are how many days away from completing that? We're more than halfway for doing it. Can't afford to repay that. I can afford to repay the one below, which would give me 2 days worth of... Wouldn't give me much room for manoeuvre, but it would reduce the repayments by an awful lot. Look, there's my bank balance. I could pay that off and we'd have a couple of days worth of repayments in it. Oh, is it worth the risk? I think we need to do one more good run and then we need to repay it, I think is the answer. I'll get rid of that one, then we're just out of that big one there. And we've got some spare cash for things. That's good. We're risking it. We're risking it. Let's see if we can find somewhere to stay for the night. And let's see if there must be somewhere around here. There is one there. Round the corner. 1 mile away. Let's go for it. I didn't hit that light, by the way. It wasn't me. I didn't do it. It wasn't me at all. No idea what you're talking about, Governor. Or Judge. Oops. There's me complaining about all the lights that are available in the game, and there's me also smashing lights down. I'm a bad boy. Right, I'm going to turn right. I'm going to turn right. I'm going to go for it. Yes, I'm yawning. Almost. We're almost at it's almost a red night. Not quite yet. We're almost. And just creep along. 11:23 p.m. It's a late night. It's a late one this time round, but it's been a good one. It's been worth it from the game's point of view. We've done 2 journeys today. Absolutely pushed it. Probably made 15,000. Franklin Avenue. I think somebody set the alarm off on their car there because it flashed. Here we go, up to our turning shortly. Building site going on there. So red. The orange flashing on the Flavour Fair in front of us. Wide turning, be careful where you are on the road. That makes sense. Let's have a quick round this left. Stay green. Yep, we're good. Let's go round. Straight on down to this. It's perfect though, because we need some diesel anyway. That's why was a bit concerned about doing it, even though I've got 102,000. Bit concerned about paying it off because just this moment in time, one more run I think, and then we'll pay off the bank for one of those loans. The only reason I was concerned, was that it only takes a couple of refills of engines or bad driving for my drivers that we're in debt rather than actually as a plus or a positive. So I think it's worth it. It's worth hanging fire for a second, getting another 10,000-20,000 in the bank before we hit the button to do that. Plus, there's 1,000 litres of fuel, or 1,000 litres. There's $1,000 worth of fuel that needs to go in this truck. So, oh look, we've got the Waffletopia, something like that. That's what we've got for our dinner. Look at all these trucks; they're all parked up lovely. That's just me mucking about. All right, guys, how are you doing? Park on the dirt. I'm going to reverse it because all these guys are parked the right way. I'm going to park the right way, definitely. Okay. There we go. I think it's waffles for dinner though tonight. What can you get on your waffles? I don't know about much about waffles. The bed's just gone red. Perfect timing. Let's jump out the truck. Let's press some rest and it'll be 9 AM. That's perfect timing for our next journey. That's amazing. Love it. Brilliant stuff. Can't ask for better than that. That's amazing. I've enjoyed that. I've enjoyed that a lot. Look at the hands and the wheels. Whee! Whee! Oh, right, okay, stop that. That's enough of that. Anyway, I've been your host, Real Generic Team, and thank you for watching. Please feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye-bye now.